Jaxson Royale, also known as Coach Jax to his players. He's a kid that grew up in Tampa, Florida, a football town that never gave him a second look. He was always too loud, too confident, too extra, too flashy. He wasn't a blue chip recruit. He was barely a two-star that landed his scholarship because his parents were car sales moguls that USF needed for NIL donations, of course. At USF, he bounced between positions, learned every role on the field, learned the offense, and survived by outworking everyone in the building, watching film, doing everything. He became obsessed. He became a football genius. He never played on national TV. He never won awards, never got drafted. But what he did learn was people. After Coach Golish gave him a GA role and made him the lead recruiting coordinator, he figured out early, stars don't just want coaching, they want belief. He became a guy that could walk into the living room and make a kid from nowhere feel like the most important athlete in the country. High school coaches trusted him, parents respected him, players followed him. After his time learning with Golish and helping him land USF's best recruiting classes ever, he wanted to go bigger. But when bigger programs passed him over for coaching jobs, he leaned into that chip on his shoulder. Designer suits, custom shoes, nice watches, loud press conferences. If they were going to ignore him, he'd make sure they heard him. Behind the flash, a ruthless planner, a grinder, an elite recruiter who remembers every slight. The world thinks he's all talk. That's fine. He plans to make them remember his name. For years, the Troy Trojans, they were the definition of dangerous. Not dominant, but feared. A program that punched up, ruined seasons, and sent shockwaves to the bigger schools that took them lightly. Then the edge disappeared. After a stretch of coaching turnover and short-term fixes, Troy football slowly became just quiet. Recruiting slipped, player development stalled. Their locker room fractured into cliques. Talent without unity, effort without belief. They weren't getting blown out every week, but they were worse than that. They were forgettable. And it takes us to the breaking point. By the time the previous staff was shown the door, Troy became a program that's just stuck in the middle. Too talented to justify losing seasons, too inconsistent to scare anyone, too comfortable with mediocrity. Local high school coaches stopped pushing their kids towards Troy. The program leaned on transfers instead of development. Home crowds thinned. The identity that was once defined as Troy football, tough, fearless, relentless, was gone. The Sun Belt moved on, but Troy didn't. They had to take a risk. When the athletic department began the search, the usual names came up: safe hires, recycled coordinators, program stabilizers. But stability wasn't the problem. Culture was. They needed someone who could recruit dogs. Top dogs, underdogs, blue chip, 3-star, didn't matter. They needed someone that would demand respect without waiting for it. They wanted someone that could make Troy matter again. And that's when Jax Royale walked into the interview. Jax showed up. No pedigree, no polished coach speak, just loud confidence, designer suit, designer shoes, nice Rolex on his wrist, a recruiter's eye, and an underdog's memory. He didn't promise patience, he promised edge. And Jax told him the truth in the interview. Troy doesn't need to act small, you've just been coached small. He laid out a plan on how he was going to make Troy matter. We're going to dominate the region. Alabama, Georgia, Florida. That's what we're going to start out there. Dominate the South. Get the top dogs, get the underdogs. 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars, it doesn't matter. My players are loyal. We're going to develop them. We're not going to get the quick transfers. Yeah, we're going to get the big names. We're going to make splashes. But we're not going to be transfer portal heavy like the Ole Misses and the Colorados. That's not what we're going to do. And we got to play fearless football. We're going to make aggressive decisions. No apologies. If you want to, you got to punch somebody in the mouth in this league. And that's what we're going to do. And we got to be visible. If Troy wins, everybody will know it. And everybody will know who's behind it. The players and me. The flash wasn't for attention. It was a signal. So Troy gave him a contract he couldn't resist. And since day one, the culture shift began. Practices got louder. Standards got higher. Excuses disappeared. Jax didn't ask his players to believe in the program. He demanded they believe in each other. And the message was simple. We're done waiting to be respected. We're just going to take it. And for this offline dynasty, I am going to give myself a couple restrictions. Number 1, we can't recruit a 5-star until we win 10 games in a season and make a conference championship. Number 2, we can only recruit Alabama and Florida until I make a bowl game. Number 3, we can target 3-star gems and overlook 4-star. So them kind of 4-star guys that don't really get offered. And we must sign at least one JUCO player per class. Yes, Coach Royale, you're one of the youngest head coaches, not only in the Sun Belt, but in the country. Do you feel ready for this opportunity? Well, I was born ready for this opportunity. God wouldn't put me in this position if he didn't think I was ready. But yes, we're gonna make some noise. I'm gonna show people that just because you're young doesn't mean you're not good for the job. Next question. Coach, you've never been a head coach at this level. Was Troy taking a gamble by hiring you? Everything in life is a gamble when you think about it. It's always a 50-50 chance. You either do it or you don't. We're either gonna win or we're not. But no, Troy didn't take a gamble. They took a guarantee hiring me. We're gonna win. Next question. Coach Royale, the critics saying Troy hired personality over substance. How do you respond to that? I don't. Troy hired me. They hired this. They hired a winner. That's what they got. Next question. Coach, what do you say to the fans who think Troy is settling instead of aiming higher? I say stop watching. They didn't settle for nothing but winning. If you don't want to watch that, then don't be a fan. You can take your sorry butt down to South Alabama and go watch USA football if you want to watch some losers. Because at Troy, we're not settling for nothing but winning. This press conference is over. Y'all gonna see.